Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man again, back-to-back videos on my way to my destination and out here in the self-employment streets, aka Prophet Howard. Not a prophet because you decided in your arrogance or narcissism that it was okay, that I look good enough, that I sound good enough. Do I sound good enough for you? Man, get out of here. I'm a prophet because I've been a prophet by appointment. Now, of course, a person can say false prophet. Your mouth can say anything. Like, the mouth can say anything, and that's what I want to talk about. I kind of want to piggyback off my last Isaiah 4:1 and stay on this series. Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. And I would entitle this, Don't Fall for the Job Interview Tricks. In a job interview, all of us, like, we not going to go in there being how we are. We want to get the job, right? Well, y'all got to realize that a lot of women do that too. And y'all hearing this talking point from me, like everybody talk about their talking point. I acknowledge people when I get stuff from them. I acknowledge them. I don't need them. I got plenty of material of my own, but I will acknowledge people if they said something that I know is the truth and that I agree with. But the job interview face is what most people is going to get in relationships. And if you honest, like, let's say sometimes the person doing the interviewing is an expert and they can tell when somebody's lying, so on and so forth. That's how you have to be in picking a mate or picking somebody you want to spend time with. Now, let me make this point. If you trying to be rich, you have to be very careful with that, because you're going to be spending time trying to please this lady, and it's going to take away from the time that you can be establishing your empire. I mean, that's just a fact. Like, unless you get one of the unicorns and she says, well, go ahead, go do what you got to do. I'm into you. I'm going to be here regardless. And she really doesn't. Instead of being a person trying to get the job, so you acting fake in the interview, like most people. And that's how people is in regards to these relationships. They'll act fake to get the job. Like, if it's a woman, she tired of running the streets, she meet this good guy, she gonna try to make him think that she's the ideal woman for him, even though she got 25 bodies, even though she was over there doing this, even though she cheated on her last 3 boyfriends. She's gonna be, ring, hey, oh, here you go. I made you some, I know you like the sausage patties, Tennessee Pride. I made you some Tennessee Pride and with some scrambled eggs. Oh, baby, that's great. Oh, man. In his mind, he's thinking, man, is this the one? Taking hot baths so you'll think it's tighter than it really is. You know the games women play, man. How long you been around? Taking a break and taking hot baths. Try to tighten it up a little bit. One day she gonna slip. You gonna find out that thingy thing ain't that tight. But anyway, see, listen. If you want me to be a TD Jakes, Joel Osteen, you in the wrong place. You in the wrong place. If you want me, I saw him at the casino, you in the wrong place. I'm free in the Most High. If it ain't a commandment, like that's when you sinning, when you're not keeping the commandment. And everybody sins. But y'all be trying to turn everybody into them little boxhead preachers in your town that you like. Nah, that's not how it works. You reading about people that was nothing like Joel Osteen, nothing like TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar. But you want to turn everybody into them, and you don't even know them. You see, Creflo Dollar practically put his daughter in an arm bar. But that's what I'm talking about, the job interview face. You heard this talking point here first. Anybody else is lying. even on YouTube, these, the content creators, I'm not going to sit and say that all of them, is fake. I think all of them, practically most of them, bring something useful to the table of YouTube. I'm not going to sit here and try to put them down like I'm perfect. Now they put me down, I'll put them down. But it's not what I'm trying to do here. Because people will dissect you when you do that. Especially if they've been watching you a long time and they know how you do things. Come on, man. That's not really the way you want to go. Especially when you cool with the worst. But anyway, the job interview face is why Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass, y'all. Because God's starting to see through that. And shout out to Ringo for the no dinner dates talking point. Which, if you be honest, I don't know if that just came in somebody else's head, but that's where it seemed like it was first. These guys be going on dinner dates, and that's when they get in the job interview phase. Some of these women, some of them just want to eat. They hungry. And I would tell you guys this. Sleeping around is not the way you want to go, but smart men don't marry these modern day women. It's just too risky. I mean, you gonna lose half of your money. If you can get her to agree in a prenuptial agreement and finalize it and agree never to change it, that if y'all go y'all separate ways, she's not getting any alimony and she's gonna let you support any children that you have on your own, then, I mean, if you really like her and you really think she's worth the risk, she's not gonna change too much, then maybe that's a possibility. But smart men ain't marrying the majority of these women, y'all. I'm just gonna be frank with you. They just not. You can't. Now, just ask a married guy like myself. Like, my wife, she has good characteristics. Most of what I say is not even directed at stuff I done seen with her. But if I'm honest, I'm going to say that some of it is. But for the most part, in many ways, she's not the problem. The problem are women that are not directly, like they're different like that. The problem is, you got women like Lizzo. You gonna marry Lizzo? Emotional issues one day, narcissistic the next. You gonna marry Meg Thee Stallion? You gonna be looking at outward appearance. You gonna marry Meg Thee Stallion. You gonna marry, let me see, Brittany Renner. You gonna be looking at outward appearance. You gonna try to marry Brittany Renner. The girl that's gonna be in the front row of the game, looking at the guys that's richer than you, and to leave you for one of them. You gonna do that? Gotta be careful, guys. Be careful with the job interview face, the job interview behavior. They're not gonna act the same when they get the job and you fire them. Just like an employer gotta pay unemployment now, you gonna have to pay the unemployment called alimony, the unemployment called child support. That's basically unemployment. When you fire your wife fire you, that's the unemployment of relationships. And you heard this here first. I'm telling you now, I didn't get this from nobody. I acknowledge people, but that's what it is. That's what it is. So you got to be careful out here, man. Don't be listening to these preachers. Why don't you marry her? Did you tell him that she threw a shoe and hit you in the head? Even though y'all got 2 kids, she hit you in the head with a shoe? Come on now. But thanks for watching. Here's the truth, man. The channel is no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. No matrix. No listening to people who don't know or just focusing on, oh, do the moral thing. Is it going to be moral when you hate her guts, practically? When y'all don't get along, is it going to be moral then? No simping. Learn how to control your sexual passions. Don't be just out here making babies all over the place because you in something. You in there. And you don't want to stop. Now you got kids in the world, and now her job interview face gone, and you still got to deal with her forever. AKA Prophet Howard. I don't know if I'm going to make any more videos today, but if I don't, I will see you tomorrow. And whenever the next video is, I will see you then. Bye.